we call the equinox or the constellations, precession of the constellation. There's no doubt. There's no doubt that they constructed a calendar so precise and so accurate it rivals anything constructed or used today. Anything. And that they designed this calendar based on 7 principles. Who you are in your everyday life, who you are in your farming or growing life, who you are in your spiritual life, and who you are in your service life. There's no question. And they built this, and it lasted for 3,000 years. Well, today we come to a pivotal point in our history. The first time I saw Teo was 68. It was absolutely staggering. In 1975, I got struck by lightning, and I had a near-death experience. And in that near-death experience, there came a part about where the world would be after 2004. And in the course of that we would enter into a conscious shift, like we call it dawning of ages, but that there would be a galactic shift because planets would enter a place where the sun was more or less in the middle of the galaxy, or Milky Way, and I'll leave this to Richard to explain. But that well, he knows this stuff, and I'll leave the prophecies to Sean. But what I'll do is I've been going there for 21 years, and I've been looking at it from 2 points. How in the hell did they build that crap down there? And whoever's telling you that it was a bunch of indigenous people building it with some jade tools, some rocks, and a lot of slaves is a liar. Whoever built it not only understood how the earth worked, but understood the cyclic phases of the planets, how they affected the earth, how the earth rotated in a galaxy into this universe, and how to capture knowledge and understanding of how to use that to create time and space as a marvel, not a linear perspective. So, after seeing this in the near-death experience, I became obsessed, compulsively obsessed, in understanding where this stuff came from. Teo was abandoned 700 years before the Aztecs found it. It was there 1,500 years before the Mayans. No one, the oldest civilization down there are the Olmecs, and they don't know when it was built. You're listening to history given to you by a culture, basically the Catholic Church, and the chronologue of this that is not true. So as I see this shift in consciousness, and we have astrophysics, we have dark matter, we have quantum physics, we have theoretical mechanics, and we also have our understanding of the planetary movement and influences. They knew it then. There is a change coming. It will be on multi-levels. It will come for those who have prepared for it, just like a current flowing, just like a sea captain. If you don't have your sails up and it's not rigged right, when that wind, that cosmic wind, moves across the universe dawning an age, you'll stand around and think nothing happened. And if you have your sail up and you have your heart open and you're looking for shifts in paralleling universes and understanding spiritual consciousness, you can ride this wave into a dimension of understanding that 2-4 is only mythology. This is our time. We sit where the Mayans said we would be. We are at either world war or peace. Today, world war or peace. Which do you prepare for? And by answering that question to yourself, I'll tell you where you're going to be when this shift comes between 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. The 2012 story, that one exact day, that's based on an interpretation of the calendar from a Frenchman and an Englishman who sought to put it in a perspective of dealing with a Mayan interpretation. This is a whole of dawning an age, and it's coming. I've been going there 21 years, once or twice a year, walking through the ruins and thinking like a Mayan. To design my whole life and the tours that I take, if you go to danyan.com, I'm going again in October. I call them the Kick the Tires tours. Hey, everybody. You can listen up here to us all day long. You won't grasp it until you walk the ground. You won't grasp it until you walk up into an open place in the middle of the jungle and see some of the most breathtaking architecture you've ever seen. And you won't grasp it until you go and you look and you turn a corner and walk into a set of ruins. And you couldn't tell whether you were in the Indus Valley in India looking at a tiered temple or whether you were in Mexico. They're the same. Mm-hmm. The way the pillars are structured, the way the alignment of the pillars are put into place, how they aligned and set it. And when you do that, your whole heart and your whole mind opens up. I have no doubt that what we decide today and what we decide this information and how we open to channels for peace or war is going to be the difference in where we find ourselves. But anybody sitting in this room, for a minute, Mexico's not south of here, is crazy. And anybody who's sitting in this room that thinks that in Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, and Belize, all the way down to the tips of Peru, that there were people who built cities, who understood the zero. Do you realize the Mayans invented the zero? And if we didn't have the zero, what would we not have on this earth today? No computers, no cell phones, no DVDs, no CDs, none of that. We of the Western world didn't get zero for 1,000 more years, and the Moors from North Africa brought it across. Well, where did the Moors get it? If you look at the Olmec culture, they have carvings of the Moor, the Chinese, the African, and they carved them in 3000 BC. Sure puts the quietus on that Columbus discovered America story, doesn't it? So, guys, we either have war or we have peace. The shift and the change from one age to another age in the end of a 26,000-year cycle, it is on us. It is proven, and Richard can give you all the planetary knowledge and information you could ever stand. It's what you'll do with that. Everybody has their expertise. Mine is walking and looking at it. Mine's kicking the tires. I listen to everybody's stories. I buy me an airplane ticket. I go down there. I go exactly where they said. I look at it. I see if it's there or it's not. It's there. A culture 3,114 years old. It's there. It is so advanced and so awe-inspiring that to live in America and to realize in Mesoamerica, Central and South America known today, you have a chance to explore what is breathtaking, what will stop your heart and open your mind to the possibilities that in the next 5 or 6 years a new age is being born, and it's in each of us to make that difference. I put up pictures. Richard was asking me about photographs, and I'm like everybody else. I'm slow. But up on danyan.com, I'm putting all those pictures and photographs and all that stuff that I think help you make your decisions. It's all your choice. But I promise you this. When you look at dark